It, it's just saying it doesn't make it happen. Sometimes I have to learn that. Oh my goodness. So today, and I don't know if Cassie's going to join us or not. I know she said earlier that she was going to try to get on if she could. But so we are featuring another new tangle from our Tangle Addicts community, and it is Flower Rope from Cassie Armstrong. And so there was like 3 new ones. Everybody was, you know, or not everybody. Maybe it was a contest between Deb and Cassie. So because we did featured Debbie last week, and then she put in a couple more. So we're gonna share these. And I want to put some processes up, or just some thoughts on them, just because it's fun. And I had to go back and find them, so I need to capture them beforehand. But it's so much fun to share, you know, from our own community. So, all right. So there is Flower Rope. That is my version of Cassie's Step Out. And let's see. Now let's see. Oh, okay. I don't see it now. All right. And well, that's right, Deb. When the inspiration hits, and you have to just go with it. Otherwise, it could be gone, and we don't want to lose it. Okay, so then I'm just going to put several in here. Oh no, I'm going to put just these 2, and then I'll put the rest. So let me share my screen, and as usual, we'll talk through them, and then we'll do them. And so I added some extra ones because, you know, we need to have a list. And actually, I should make this into a category as I get things working on my site, of easy, quick and easy ones to do, and also cute. And this Flower Rope is all of that. So, well, so showing first, I had sent this blog post out this morning, showing Cassie's work and then her step out here. So, you know, and like I said, it's super simple. Let me get to you can see, there we go. Okay. So Cassie put hers like on a pencil line, which could be your string line, your border line, whatever you want to do. I did mine without. So what we're going to do is you put the orbs in a row in whatever pattern that you want. Oh, who's drawing on my thing?
Who did that?
Well, anybody can. You click the pen on the bottom, and then you can annotate.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know that. Because that way, when I want to see, I always try to point things out to you with my cursor, and it doesn't work.
Yeah. Oh, see. Oh, mine is going off the screen, but yeah, it's like, and here we have this. And I did this to Steve this morning on our BNI meeting because he was having to lead it. And I had my cursor was on the screen like this, and apparently it bothered him. He made a comment about it. He goes, follow the bouncing cursor. So then on Zoom, there's like a highlight thing. So I found something that looked like a red ball. As he was talking through something that had words, I was bouncing my mouse.
Oh, I did something and lost your whole picture. Oh, there it is.
Oh, yeah, I see it at the bottom.
For some reason, it's coloring blue over in the corner for me.
Yeah. I don't know why.
Gone now.
That's okay.
Somebody else is playing. It's probably Steve on another computer.
He snuck in. Well, it's just like when they started the spring theme, and we spent like 10 minutes playing with all of it. With the reactions. All right, back to Flower Rope. All right, so deciding how, in what pattern you want to put this. If it's, a squiggly line, doing it kind of going around or something. Then after you have your orb set, and you want to make sure that they're separated well enough so that way you can fit these big curve lines, which will be, turn into petals. But you just want to make sure that there's enough room to put them on either side and have room to put some orbs in between, so that way it'll work. If they're too close together, then it's probably a different tangle. Actually, I was going to look up the one called Peace Out, because it was just little flowers. I'm trying to remember how they were, if they were connected in some way to each other or what, but I was going to look that up. Anyway, so, and that's what we do. Then we're putting little orbs in between after we do these giant curved lines around. And you don't have to have 4. That's what Cassie had. And I know that like Mom started, she had 6. It's like, it doesn't matter. Whatever happens, happens. And then we get to play. And like on mine, I filled in the center, leaving a little space for the shine. And then I added just a little line kind of in the center coming out of the orb, which I think just makes them look even more adorable. Okay, so then, because this one, it doesn't take that long. So I thought in my head, I was like, oh, we could have like a garden party. And I looked up the last 3. These are daily tangles. So if you follow along on the Facebook group or on YouTube, we have La La Lavendel, which is a nice one. It's just a straight line with a similar shape to what we're going to use in the flower rope, just smaller. And you're putting 3 or 4 in little groups all the way down that curved line there. And you can aura it if you want, or just leave them plain. And it's just so nice to have something like that. It's simple. When you put some of them together, they just look so cute. I just put that in the chat, and then Blixty, which is I didn't say that earlier, short for Bloomin' Rixty, and if you've done Rixty, that's one of my favorites. This one, I mean, it has a whole different look because we have the 2 lines for the stem, an orb kind of going around, but not, we're not meeting. We're using the hollow bow technique, so that way it looks like it's drawn under, filling in the sides of that, which this part is like laced if you've done that tangle. Then we draw another orb around, some curved lines, like you can see here in between. And then in the last step is doing some rounding. And I will do this one for sure. And then I can always explain that if need be. And you can grow it however you want. It grows out of itself. And that's what's fun about it. Okay, so I put that one in, yes. And then the last one was one called Spring. And this one too, all of them start off with a curved line. Huh? Isn't that funny? Curved line, and then at the top here, 2 additional curved lines coming from the top. And I found if I made this angle narrow, it has a nice effect. And then, coming down with another, sort of curved line. And then this is where you can have fun yourself. You do either, like this one is just kind of fat. Oh, I see it's Lee, because I see on the back of the screen. He's and because it has the name, it tells on you. And then you just bring this other line down, however you want to make it look, and then a little orb on top, and it's just cute. So I put that one in there too. And then we will just have some fun. Okay. Let me flip back. Sure. Okay. And I think I'm going to, because then I don't have to think anymore about it, but I think I'm going to do something similar to this. And because I think it's neat to kind of have them on with different colors. So, all right, here we go. But this time, I think I'm going to have more. Maybe I'll separate them out a little bit more, and I don't know. We'll see. All right. So if we're ready, and I can't wait to see what Mom's going to do. Now you're using jelly rolls on the.
Yeah, I decided to do that to see.
Okay.
But, I found a few that worked.
Were you saying Prismacolor earlier?
Yeah. Yeah,
oh,
and I
okay.
tried those, but I just didn't like the effect of it.
Oh, okay.
But I know what part of my problem is, because most of the tangling I've been doing, I've been using.
Oh, that's better.
Like 3 and up, and using the graphic one to do the drawing, and the lines are so much bolder. And so then when I go back to the jelly roll, which is very fine, it looks like, oh, something's wrong with it. But nothing's wrong with it. No, it's just me.
Yeah. That could be. Hold on one second.
Of course, now my white pen's not working. Oh, there it goes.
Oh, well, okay. It looks like, all right, it looks like that Lee person is gone. Thank you for, and I should mention this. Well, I don't know. Being that I do kind of put that on a public page, it could mean anybody could get in. So I'm guessing it might have been a child or something. Because he sent a not nice little thing to somebody. So, and thank you for letting me know. And because I was just going to go boot him, but it's not here to boot. Darn it.
Thank you, Heather. She told me, or he or whoever told me I needed to take a shower.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was just like, okay.
And I just thought, if this person is harassing other people, you need to know.
Yes, absolutely.
I've never had that happen. Thank you. I was like, what? What?
Right. Yeah, well, and I thought, sometimes we have fun playing or whatever, and you don't know, but yeah. So if anyone sees the person pop back on, or if that ever happens again, yeah, because you can send a little private message. Well, it doesn't matter. I mean, you could just do it to everybody, and we'll admonish. Yeah, well, I've heard stories of, people being like, what do they call? There was a term, I think, like Zoom bombed or something, where they would like hack into Zoom calls, but usually it was, when a city council was doing it or something, and and where there's, where it attracts crazies. So all right. Yeah, and like I said, I've not had that happen, but it's like I do put it out there, for everyone to see. So it's like, okay, well, does that mean that we've arrived when we get I mean bombed? Oh my gosh. All right, so I'm putting mine around in circles, and then when I do this, that makes me think this is kind of looks like a because I had said portal, and I'm like, these are like the screws in a like in the submarine. Alyssa, that's funny. Oh, that's right. Nobody messes with our Tangle family. Absolutely. All right. And okay, so now, yeah, oh yeah, okay, yeah. Oh, except for you, yeah, except for us, we get to have fun with in our community. We're happy to bring people into the fold, but all right. It's like now all of a sudden I was like, oh, now I have to remind myself I can use white on this one. And it'll have an effect. I'm gonna have to say, well, had I been thinking, well, not thinking, I didn't know the wind was going to do this. Well, I'll have to have that one called, what is it, Gust?
Oh, I don't know.
There's a Tangle called Gust. And it was one of those that, it's like you don't really hear a lot of, kind of like that flow. It's in our, Zenthology, but you don't hear it a lot. That'd be great for today. Seems like it was like straight line and a little loop and a straight line and a little loop, something like that. All right. And
I'm done.
Oh, wow, those are awful little orbs. What size pen were you using?
It was the number 10.
Okay,
Right.
that's what I thought, but it was like, wow, you made those. They look nice, and I mean, they're nice and neat looking.
Well,
Alyssa says you get to go to recess early.
they're from a distance. They're nice and neat. Up close, they're not.
Oh, okay. You know, and this, I know that is something that's really fun, is when, you know, just to not necessarily zoom in, but to zoom in on pictures. That way, you know, to see how did they do that exactly, because I'll do that and you're like, oh, I can see, and then you see.
That's what we do to Rosemary's.
To find out the secret of success. Well, and then, you know, it's like we talk about, and then doing the little orbs then. So so I'm filling in my oh, yeah, and Mom's filling in her little orbs with green?
It's a light green, yeah.
Okay.
And it's actually showing up.
It is a little bit. Yeah, and so I'm gonna do because I didn't think about it till after I had done a couple of these, to have fun with the orbs and not just make them in a straight line. But even like looking at you know, Rick and Maria's stuff, it's fun, you know, when you're looking, and then you're looking and kind of analyzing at the same time, and it's nice to see, or I should say, it's comfortable, like going, see, it looks perfect when you back up, and it looks perfect when you have the whole thing done. But there's all these little things, and the trick is that we just don't worry about it. It becomes part of the neatness of it. It's also, that's so hard. It's so hard to do because we want to be perfect. And but I like that faceted look that she was doing, and I was like, and I looked close. I was like, oh, look at it! It's just putting, you know, with amazing what you can do with that white jelly roll. You just put some strategic lines. And yeah, see, then the pearls that she did, I did notice. Let's see, I don't know if it probably won't show on here because let's see. Let me make mine bigger. I still look like I'm in a dark room. Oh, my finger is on it. Hold on, let's see. Well, and I don't know if so. Can you see these? The centers.
No.
Of the little flowers. Oh.
Of the flowers, yes.
Yeah. Do they look kind of gemmy, pearly?
No.
Okay. Oh, that's, I was gonna find my number 10 because it needed to be a little juicier.
They look raised. Their petals look like they're curved.
Oh no, I meant just the inside, the white part.
Oh, no, okay. Yeah, see, and the trick is you put a dot on either side.
Well, there's a further thing that I think I sort of figured out.
It looks like she puts a dark something in the middle and then a lighter dot on either side.
Yeah, yes. So I started just with the graphite.
The next one up looks pearly. Up.
This one?
That one, yeah.
See, and that one, it looks a lot darker. It's smaller, but yeah. So if you put in, you know, a little bit of and I'm just using the graphite because I noticed that it's like, oh, look it in between, you know, putting you know, white on one side, white on the other side, and then just a little bit of dark inside. It's like, oh, look at what that does. And when I was first trying them, and I don't remember which tutorial that we tried. But that was the first step was to lay down a bunch of like with the black pen, you know, in a certain shape, kind of like you know, hash lines or something, And it just is, it was one of those, it had way too many steps. It was that's what started this is too much like art comments. And
others protest.
Yeah, well, it wasn't just me. It's like, it was so funny because I was like, no. Laura, I used this is a Micron 05 in yellow. Is what I used for that yellow. It's kind of, and I think I went over it maybe a couple times, but let me do this on the back and see. So it's kind of it's a nice yellow where you can see it. Because sometimes you get yellow and it's just like, gosh, I can't even see anything on that. But I was pretty pleased with that. Let's see. Yeah. All right. Now, if I do that on here, I'm going to guess. Nope, doesn't show. Well, it shows, sort of. But, well, thank you, Laura. But I could also... No, yeah, if it behaves, I could go for the gold.
Well, the first color I tested with the Prismacolors on the back of this black was yellow, and it didn't show up at all. So,
oh, really?
That's why I decided to go with the pins instead. I just think it needs more tooth to show up.
That could be. Uh-oh. Low bandwidth detected. What could that mean? Uh-oh. Let me turn off some things that I have on here that don't need to be on. Because we can't have that. Oh, turn off my email. What other 100 things do I have going on here? All right. Turn off that. Oh, yes, I don't need all that going. Okay. That is the key. If you end up having trouble with your connection, your bandwidth, if it's yelling at you, give that a try.
I wouldn't know how to shut anything off.
Oh no, it's just tabs of things that I have open. And maybe you might be right on that, Mom, because I would just like, oh yeah, because see, here's yellow Prismacolor.
But yeah, that's a regular tile, though. I
right.
was
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
and it's much slicker, and I don't think it picks up the pigment as well.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. Okay. Let's decide on the. Well, maybe I'll. I think I'm going to start with this yellow that I did before, and then I can always do something on top of it. Oh, well, I could also wait and color it a little bit later. Yeah, let me do that because. Let's see, and I did the other one in brown. I will do brown again. But, okay. Ooh, where should I start these from? Oh, maybe here. So I'm going to do some of that Blixty. And let's see, and I on Mom's suggestion, I came, let's see. No, I'm changing my mind. Where do I want to start? Okay, maybe here. Oh, no. Here. And I'm looking because what I did before was I found, I was like, oh, I'm just going to start it. Here's one side. Here's the other side. And I came up on either side of the orb. And then Mom said, oh, why don't you make it come like it's coming from below? So I was just going to extend it. And all right. So like I said, now this one, and I didn't mention it right away earlier, but if you're giving this one a try, so we're kind of doing our orb hollow bow style, starting on one side, going all the way around that stem, and meeting back up kind of close. And what I've always even when I first tried doing laced, where you're supposed to have, it shows you these lines meeting up to the end, and it shows it, that's like the next step. You don't have to worry about doing that. You can also, like, I could have started the circle, way back here. If my stem is too long, that's kind of my course correct. But when you, but even if you don't have them meet up, it's okay because we're filling in this side, right? So I can just extend those. I don't have to worry about if I've made, a bump or not. When I usually extend something, it always usually looks, you can tell. And but since we're filling this side in, it doesn't matter. Let's switch to there we go. Okay, all right. And then, and I'm just starting right at the base. I'm trying to remember when I saw it, if she had like a little gap, but that's up to you where you want the pulling away of this second orb to start. But I kind of like it like that. Oh, that's what I'll have to do sometime. Well, I could do it for Christmas. It would end up looking Christmassy because I was just saying, well, now if I did this and I colored this in yellow, and then the rest could be green, and it would look like a pimento-filled olive with pretty lines on it.
It would look like a what?
Like an olive, a stuffed olive.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's what I was at this stage. That's what I was seeing. And then just some kind of curved lines going. I take the stem out and kind of curve it a little bit, and then separating the lines a little bit, just making some curved lines going to either side. And then the rounding. So at the end of these lines, we're just gonna, it's like I'm tracing over the line a little bit and then curving it to either side, as you can see, just to make it round on the end instead of just blunt. And then this part takes a lot of concentration.
Okay, now.
Oh, that's pretty.
Well, now my thought is, should I leave this black in here to make it look rounded, or should I come back with the white jelly roll? I think I'll come back with the white jelly roll. It looks weird with the black.
Oh, wait, where?
My own question.
Oh, in there?
Yeah, you know how you leave the little section?
Oh, the shine.
Yeah, the shine.
Yeah.
But I'm just going to come back with the white jelly roll.
Okay. Although, all of a sudden I think, but it could look neat if you did just leave the black. Oh, you were thinking leave the black and then put the white over it.
No, I was just going to leave the black.
Oh.
It was like reverse shading, Yeah. That's my new word for it.
Yeah. No, that could look. It could look neat. So you didn't do it on all of them.
Well, I should have done it somewhere else.
Well, saying if you say if you did the white quick enough, because since it with those jelly rolls they kind of blend, but right. You could always flip back and forth if you wanted to make it blend a little bit.
Yeah,
just on the end.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah. And you're going so that's neat. And so you went back all the way over. I was just picturing like on the ends of the section where you could blend it a little bit and have the white in the. But that looks cool. That was a neat, fun thing that I remember seeing. It was on, I think it was on their website, and Sakura's website. And they showed how you could blend them. I'm like, oh, that's really cool. But you kind of have to plan ahead, have them ready, almost have them in one hand, ready to cap and uncap, because it's like they don't dry super, super fast, but fast enough. All right, now let's grow this out here. See if I can do this similar to what I did before. Just because it's fun. And I don't think I had shaded this part necessarily when we were on. We were on for a while afterwards because Abby from London was on, and we were chatting because she hadn't been on in a while, and that was nice. And you know who I haven't? Let's see. I'm gonna have to go back and check, but Jennifer from Singapore, I didn't see her on. I'll have to just pop her a note and say hi. Make sure everything's okay. All right. And I'm almost, note to self, if you make these really big, that means you have a lot of filling in to do. Okay. Then wow, that one ended up big. You like how I say that as if I have no control? I don't. But the hand does what the hand does, or the pen does what the pen wants to do. That's my story. I think that makes it look that looks neat. It looks shiny. Like a different kind of shiny.
Yes.
Because it's
different.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking like when I look at a piece of ribbon, and so when you look at it the right direction, you can see like the thread of it. So so not necessarily shiny, satiny. You made it satiny. All right, let's see here. And then, well, oh no, I thought that's what I did not finish with these. The flower rope. I wanted to call it flower ring. I probably said that by mistake because it's in my head. We didn't talk about shading. We talked about the gems a little bit, but some ways that it could be shaded. And let me just finish this one. You could go around, and that's what I did. Go around the center orb on the outside, and put a little graphite, or if you're using a chalk pencil or something else. Ooh, I'm gonna have to see what you decide to do, Mom, or if you're gonna decide to do.
My mind is, oh no, what am I gonna do?
Yeah, it's like, and while you figure it out, let's color in the lavender.
Yeah. I found a whole set of the pens, the ones that just have well, these are moonlight because it's got a moon and a star.
Yeah.
But these are working much better than the other ones were for some reason.
And I can see the purple.
Can you?
I can. Even that little bit.
Oh, I'm pleased.
Nice.
Well, I was thinking of doing the flowers a color, But
I
don't know what color.
But you could, yeah, you could color them in color. That would hence the coloring in.
Yeah.
Color them in color. That's like saying 6 o'clock a.m. in the morning.
Yes.
Always drives me nuts.
Isn't that what
it's
you're
like,
supposed
okay.
to say?
I don't know. I always gonna say 6 a.m. or 6 in the morning. Oh my gosh. All right. Oh, that line went a little bit long. So I'm gonna just put these little lines in. So I'm just coming off of the center orb, and it kind of I'm flicking. It's all on the wrist. I'm flicking the pen. Just just to lift it up off the page, so you get that taper versus just like a dead stop of the pen. Okay, I'm going to stop thinking about it. Oh, that's not, that length isn't bad.
I have to keep moving directly under the light so I can see what I did.
Oh.
Where did I start and where did I finish? I can't really tell.
Oh, that's too long. Oh, wow.
Okay, I see it now.
There we go. That just makes them look so cute. Then, oh, and on these, I can add white. Yes. Okay. That's exciting. All right, so I'll start with the ones that I added the color in. So I'm just going to put some graphite on the outside. I'm going to get about just as far as I did on the other one. Because I didn't have time to play after being on a little extended time. All right, so bringing that out. And then, and actually because this is on a tan tile, I could, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Here you are. I could bring this out a little further. Well, let's put this white in here. So to save myself from having to have a separate tortillon for just the white, and so when you're adding the white, when you're adding white and you're adding graphite like this, because while you have the graphite at the ends, a lot of times what I will do is, make sure I can kind of have both, and then just use my tortillon that I'm using for the graphite and blend them together. And we'll just use this little thin one. And that way, because it's so hard to keep one just for white. It's just like I always end up with having a whole bunch, and then you always have to grab a new one. Let's see. Ooh, look at that. And so it's so interesting. Well, let me make mine bigger so I can see. Oh, that's neat, Mom.
Is that looking? I don't know.
It's a little blurry-ish. Oh, now it's calmed down a little bit. Hard to see. Oh, what's interesting? So looking at mine, it's like this one I haven't blurred or haven't used the tortillon on the gray, and
this really pop.
Yeah, and it's just like, but it's neat, when you're just, and I'm just using the tortillon right here on the edge, just bringing the graphite into the white, and it makes such a difference. Catherine, oh yes, and thanks, Alyssa. Yeah, so this is Blicksty, And I did put those all in there. If you need me to, Catherine, if you need me to put that in the chat again, let me know. There should be 1, 2, there's 4 of them. Yeah, 4 of them together. And it's the 3rd one. Oh, that looks so neat. And you know what that makes me think I should try? You don't know because it's in my head. Or wait, maybe you might be reading my mind. We'll see. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna do the same thing. Sure I am. Okay. Let's go this. Oh, but yeah. Well, we'll see. I'm experimenting.
What are you doing? Is that
Well,
how
I'm
you
putting
did
the graphite on. What's that?
Did you do the other one that way? Put the graphite first?
Yeah.
Oh, it really looks neat. It looks like you cut and pasted it.
This one?
Yeah, it looks like you cut it out of another something and put it on there.
Nice. I feel like I need to add another petal because I have this gap, but I'm not going to. I could still.
You know, you could from the gap you could make little lavendels.
Ooh, good idea. Or springs.
Or fancy fescues.
That too. And thanks, Alyssa. Like Alyssa appreciates my talking to myself. All right, so I thought, well, I could do this with white, but what will it look like if we changed color? I was thinking if I don't like it, I can put white on top of it. You know what? And I could add some white to it, which would make it, because that way I have that glow. Uh-huh. But it's, or the shine. And now I will bring the graphite into the chalk. And then we have happy little flowers.
Somebody this morning did all theirs in all different colors. It looks so festive.
Oh, maybe that's what got me thinking about it. Well, it's okay.
Now, what did you use for the pink? Did you use charcoal? I mean, a white chalk pencil?
Yeah. And then I put some white on top of it, but it's like I like how that's just, I mean, it's very metallic-y looking, but let's see if I can it's fun having the extra color. But if I can, I'm gonna have to sharpen this, I do believe. But oh yeah, because what I put, yeah, because you were involved in yours, I put the charcoal down, and then I blend the graphite into the charcoal.
Okay.
And I kind of do the charcoal a little wider than I would think, because that way it I have something to blend into. And I'm just going on the edges. Well, that one made that awful small. Let's see. And then I'm getting into the, let's have 12 steps to do this. And then it becomes too much like art. But it is just playing around. It's like, well, it's all right if I want to do it. I guess that's the difference, right?
Yes. It's your decision. It's fine.
That's right. That looks nicer. It does look like a ring around the rosy. Ring around the Blicks. That is it. Oh, and that, you know what? You just, because you did something there that reminded me, I didn't mention on these flowers. I'll start with the ones that I've done here. If you want to add a little weight to one side, and actually that's like going, oh, that'll help with this little course correction. So I'm going to go
all the way around mine. Well, they didn't, after I colored them in, well, as you can see, like from this one to this one, it just didn't have enough something.
Yeah.
So I'm just emphasizing. It's almost like I'm auraing the whole thing, but solid, not away from it.
Yeah. Well, actually, because I did this stuff over, I almost need to redo these. Redefine. Oh, wait, am I using? No, I'm using. Okay, I'm doing the same. But yeah, if you want, you know, it's like coming out and just like tracing over and extending one side of the petal. Why is this? This pen is just, it's looking like it's extra juicy all of a sudden, and I don't know why. Let's do it on one that we haven't done. Oh, I know why. When on the Renaissance, because it soaks in a little bit better. It's making it look a lot darker than it was. And actually, it's kind of neat to see it on one that I haven't colored in. Okay. Cord in my way. There. It's also, if you need to kind of course correct, well, you can always pick which side. I like to stay consistent then if I, pick, right or left side to add a little thickness like this, then staying on that same side and, doing each petal is good. But this is something I'd say Cassie didn't have it in her step out, like as a step, but in her sample, she did that. She just, and I wasn't sure if it was, if she did it on purpose. I didn't ask her, but look at, it just looks so neat when you just thicken the one side. Oh, and I like all of the little orbs in the center. That's a neat idea, Mom.
I didn't make little orbs in the center.
You didn't?
No, those are they're crosshatch marks. They're just little lines.
Oh my gosh. From on the screen, it looks like little orbs. Wow. That's funny. And it's still a good idea. Either one.
Feel free to use it.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. Yeah. Because I'm like, wow, they're so uniform. Oh. All right. What other fun? Before we show shading on this Blixty, and I'll show from here because I had this thought and I think it came off. I might need to do a little bit. Let me just put a little bit. Oh, maybe just like that. So as I was looking at them, and even without shading them, some of them, and maybe it depends on how I drew the lines, but to me, sometimes like this one at the bottom, it looks like it's folding outward. So on this one, I decided, well, let's see what we can do with that. And so I put some, I just used the one that I had some pink on. That's okay. So let me make mine bigger so I can see. Oh, and whatever did you just add some dark or something? Some
I used the gray, the gray marker around the center rather than graphite. I used it like you would use graphite.
Well, all of a sudden I look up, I'm like, that looks
different.
Even wow. it looks more amazing. Yeah, and then when you, and something, yeah, your light and the camera, where your hands are now, we can see it really good. Otherwise, it's kind of glaring off. But and with those colors and the black, we should get I'll have Steve bring over a black light, because some of the Moonglow ones are like neon or something. But anyway, so as I did this, I thought, oh, well, you could, if you wanted to, you could shade sort of in the center, and it does give it this, turned out look versus rounded, like these ones look rounded. And I thought that was kind of fun. Even if it's on the same thing, so we don't always have to do everything, consistent. Always. It's nice sometimes, but if we're playing. And then on the Blixty, on the stem, I just put some graphite on the one side. Oops, need to blend that a little bit better. Because if I do my stems too narrow, oh, come on, light. I have got to get, so we're all having lighting issues. My goodness. Let's see, what's the magic place that I need to put my hand so it does that again? But it still gives it that rounded look. If I make them a little wider, I could put it on both sides and really make it look rounded, but just having it on the one side is nice too. And then, so what I do is I pick whichever side. So this is on the right side, and then where I stem off, I still keep it on that right side like that. And it seems to work. And it's just neat. And then you have some around the base and around the tip, just like we did on the flowers, around the center, and then on the tips, leaving some natural tile color, and it makes it look all nice and rounded. And then, like I said, if you're using a toned paper, add some white or add some color and white, and you can make it look all shiny. So neat. And unfortunately, it's like, wait, if I turn, you can almost see that this is brown versus black, but you can't really see the green. Just know this is green. I'm going to have fun finishing those up. All right, so being that it's 8, I want to see what everybody did. So if you want to open your webcams, show us the gorgeousness. Oh, nice, Alyssa. Oh, and I like the adding the with the graphite offsetting to make those shadows. That is so fun. Oh, Patricia. All these.
This is weird.
Oh my gosh, these are gorgeous. Yeah.
I just added those little curly cues with green, and I can't see them at all when I look down in real life, but they show up beautifully in the photo.
Yeah, it's a new kind of ink. It's not invisible ink.
I'm very happy with mine now. I wasn't before.
No, it's gorgeous. And look at and I like that with the lines, like on. Oh, that's so cute. With the diagonal lines going through that. Neat, neat, neat. All right, so if this is everybody, going once.
Patricia's is beautiful.
Yeah. Hold them steady.
They're all beautiful. Deb's is, Deb's, I was tempted to use orange on the flowers. And then after I had the pinks and purples on there, I thought, I don't know if orange, but that's what you have is pink and purple.
We're not on yet. We're trying to get on.
Who's that?
Diane and Gay. We're trying to get on. The camera's not accepting us, but we got the microphone on.
Okay.
Give us just a second.
What about
this? All right. If everyone needs to rest their hands.
I don't know.
There are problems accessing your webcam.
Oh, I hate that problem.
Okay. Well, we'll take a picture and send it to you.
Okay. Well, I'm sure it's amazing. All right, I got everybody's, and I got Alyssa. I got your puppy in the background too. All right, let me share my screen and we'll see everybody's.
Okay.
Oh, screen 2. Yes. All right. Aren't these gorgeous? They are so neat. I love all of them. It's just so springy. And I like, Deb, I like your little bee up at the top. There's a tangle that it looks like I think it might be called Busy Bees or something, and I'm like, oh, we have to do that one soon. So we'll have to throw that in. But yours is cute. These are nice. Let me flip that up a little bit. Oh, and Vanessa, I like you put graphite around the outside, so it's like a portal, like we're looking outside a window. That's what I was picturing in my head. Nice, nice.
Is the Diane that's been on with is that you, Diane? Or
yeah.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Diane and Gay are I'm guessing you're at Gay's house. Not too far. Oh,
is Gay the one that made the fairy door for me a long time ago? Your friend?
I don't know. Who made the fairy? Huh.
Somebody made a fairy door.
It might have been Diane.
No,
I don't know. Hey, Diane, do you remember?
No, it wasn't Diane. It was somebody else.
Okay.
I would have remembered if it was Diane.
Okay. Yes at Gay. No at no on the fairy door. Who was it? Okay. I'm gonna have to think. Maybe it was Karen.
It was somebody other than Karen or Diane.
Okay. A different friend.
You actually have another friend. So
that's amazing. Oh, and I was just looking to see. Oh yeah, and the springs all look different. Yeah, it's like some depending on how you color it or shade it, they can look like flowers, like we were talking about. Like they look like calla lilies or something. And then in some cases they look like ribbons. Like on yours, it looks like a ribbon, Mom, and on Jen's too a little bit. So neat, yeah. And I like Sharon's little it's just the curved lines creating that hollow little thing to tuck underneath. What a great idea! Oh, these are gorgeous.
I'm trying to see what. Oh, Patricia did. It colored hers in with more of the same shape. You see, she just ordered the petal shape.
Oh yeah.
She has 5 petals all the way around.
Right.
Which is okay.
I like.
You know what? This reminds me of fairy wings.
A little bit.
Only this is easier to do. Although I do like fairy wings, but.
Yeah, well, here's what would be neat. Oh, there's Diane. Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. She had her.
Nice.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah.
And Diane has her flowers really close together with only is there an orb in between each flower? I can't.
Yeah.
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 Cute, cute, cute.
Nice. And I like having, because we talked about earlier having the orbs like Diane has there, kind of going in, a couple of them. Actually, I was thinking, if you could do fairy wings and this, combined. And I think it was, I'm going to have to look back, but I think it was Cassie that asked originally. She's like, I found this, I remember this tangle, and I don't remember what it was. And I was just searching for it, and said, is it this? And that's what it was. I'm going to have to go back and see.
Oh, and I like, now I can't see who's down below Vanessa. Oh, Mary.
Mary.
I like the little springs coming out. I kept thinking we need to make them big, but those little ones, they look like a little spring flower. Beautiful.
So cute. Actually, they kind of also you could think of them as like the trumpet vine or trumpet flower.
Yes, they do look like a trumpet. Color them orange. They look like a trumpet flower.
Like that one, or the angel's trumpet that are bigger.
Yes.
They're like more like a bush. Yep. You go either way with those. Oh, how fun. Yeah, and I said if you have that little flare, which I was having trouble making the flare thing, and that's what makes it look more like a, like a trumpet. Mine were, more straight.
Yeah, I was just noticing too on Sharon, she has them running underneath little pieces of her.
Yeah, Alyssa said the Tucker technique. Oh yeah, yeah. And I've seen that some other places, but what a great great idea. Just pulling up it's like pulling up the page.
And Alyssa did the
the fancy fescue
flower rope small,
and
the bloomin' Rixty big.
Yeah,
which makes it totally different.
And added some beadline in there.
Yep.
Just all intertwined. It's so neat. And actually, Alyssa's her flowers on the flower rope look more like the fairy wings.
Yes, because they're pointy rather than rounded.
Yeah. Yeah, which looks cool.
Yep.
How fun. I see you guys. Okay, now hold up both of your things. Again, I'm going to be good. Okay. All right. Now that way I can capture. Okay, I got that. All right. Gorgeous. Good to see your faces.
Yeah, I like the zinger and fescue on things. Yep. I just love them.
Okay.
But now we have a few more things for fillers. The little Lala Lavendel and
wait. Okay.
Yeah, and extra. We can have a really big garden. Oh, and I don't know why. What I love about Zentangle is like there's so much to look at even in just one tile. And I was just noticing Jen's Blixty are shaded different colors and have that nice rounding. Having them single, they don't have to grow off, anywhere if you don't want them to. And I think that looks really, really neat too. So cute.
Very good.
Oh, okay. And whose lavendel turns into butterflies? Oh, Jen's does. That's brilliant. Do you see that, Mom, in the center?
Yes. Cute.
Because they do look like little butterflies.
They do.
I think I said that on the video because I couldn't get them to do what I wanted to do because, the hand does what the hand wants to do. And I said, oh, they kind of look like butterflies are all stuck on something. Oh, how fun. Oh, these are gorgeous. So, all right. Well, I will. Let's see. Let me stop the recording.